some. I made a fortune, they can't let that go none. I'm doing so much, that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the I put the girl in they top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. Like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. And I say loser. Why the always coming out the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser, ay.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, hit or recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a mule. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a mule. I'm born in a mule.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Play action. Now Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he'll be brought down about the 23-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. To the air again, McCarthy. Pass out left finds Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's got another one to Johnston. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, here's Williams. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, ah. That ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They
receivers. And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
The Vikings hit 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
McCarthy off the play fake.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Now McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ramondre Stevenson. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll find Swift out in the backfield.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2.
Here is 3rd and 5.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's out to the flat for Swift.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Williams.
And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams.
Oh, and now some space to operate.
Down the left sideline. Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
76 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
He's going to air one out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
McCarthy going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. In motion left goes a tight end. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Oliver. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, 57 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one That was huge for him. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's McCarthy. Now he's free at the 35.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. To the air with McCarthy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a double.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Ramondre Stevenson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the run is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Open man down the field, that's a Dunze.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing is Williams.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago.
Rome Odunze. as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Vikings 34, Bears 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bears 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Daron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
At the 19-yard line.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Play action. Now Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. And then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To the air, Williams. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Williams. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. McCarthy operating from the gun. Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now McCarthy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here's Stevenson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
And this one is right through.
I don't know if they would have gone through that 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Stevenson.
Powering his way forward. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
On play action, McCarthy. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just hang on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson pushing his way through. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. This will wind up a loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Stevenson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play. The quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset.
And now here's another interception.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They run once more with Stevenson.
Now the ball comes loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On the handoff, Stevenson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The partner